Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome to the 4th episode of Worldwide Rush, where we are continuing to expand our very own transportation company. Last episode was a big change for us. We really heavily invested in train lines, and we've led the train lines to go here, there and everywhere. They crisscross as many lines as we can right now, which has maximized our growth and also our profits. Now, last episode it wanted me to build a hub in Dover, which we did. Then my next goal became to connect up the whole nation. So I just quickly pause right now so we slow down the progress. I don't know whether this demo allows me to progress over into mainland continental Europe, but could this be where we take it to the next stage? I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one. So connect up the whole of the rest of the nation, which means the United Kingdom, not the island portion of it. So we're going to see if we can connect up many of these places as we can right now. But I am limited to money. So let's see what we can do. So Thurso and Aberdeen, they're both on the list, right? Yes, they are. So if I create some new lines, so Inverness to Thurso over here, and we'll do it via vehicles. We'll just keep it really simple, do it via vehicles, build a road, create you. And then we'll go Inverness to Aberdeen. So bam, bam. So this brings them to the train line, more importantly. Grab the vehicle, build the road, create you. So I'm missing now Norwich, Derry/Londonderry, Bangor, and St. David's. So Norwich is all the way over here. I'll bring them to Peterborough. Easy enough to do. Build the road, create you. So although it doesn't really have the demands, it will go to Peterborough, which will then transport to where it needs to get to at that point. So we've done Norwich. If I press play right now, is that now classed as... Yeah, it has now classed as Norwich, which are all good. We've got to do Bangor and St. David, which are places in Wales. So we'll do Bangor to Liverpool. A lot short of a distance. So build a road, create you. St. David to Swansea. There's a train station there, which makes life really, really easy for us. Perfect. Build the road, create you. And then we've got to do Derry/Londonderry, which will bring to Belfast. I'm hoping this is the right thing to do right now. Why can't I create that route? Belfast to Londonderry. I need 1 million? Why? Oh, because then the hub's got to be created, right? Yeah, because none of these are a hub city. So, do I need to create a hub first? And then create the route? There are no vehicles left for this Wait, hold on. Oh no, I've used all the vehicles from the manufacturer. Okay, maybe I didn't need to create a hub then. Maybe I just wasted nearly 1 million big ones. Right, that there keeps us going. So if I fast forward where that is now connected the whole nation, so every city in the UK can now be reached. He wants me to build a hub in Bristol, which I've just kind of now spent all my cash dollar bills elsewhere. Alright, that can now be created. And the Birmingham demand needs to be settled. We've got a lot of people going to Edinburgh, Cardiff, so I need to probably look at extending the train line, which would be very, very helpful and handy. So I might go Birmingham to Manchester to Carlisle, just to skip a few places out to go then from Carlisle straight to Edinburgh. That will be a good way to kind of move people. But does anybody want to go south? At the minute, no. But it will also help out Manchester's demand. Do you want to go to Edinburgh by any chance? There's a couple of people. I wouldn't say many. But Newcastle is the big draw at the moment. Maybe I go from Manchester to Newcastle instead, up to Edinburgh. We'll have to see on this one. We'll have to see, but it will require us to have quite a bit of cash. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it this period, though. I don't think so. But can I get rid of these demands before the end of it? We're in the 94s, 95s, 100. We missed out on the Birmingham one. Yikes. Right, my next goal is to connect the whole of Ireland. That's going to be even crazier because we don't really have any train connections over here. So we'll see what we can do. Once we to build a hub in Cork, so that's where we'll start that journey here. And I think what we'll do, we'll go and... I could set up a nice little train loop there, but that's expensive. I don't know how much demand we're going to have in Cork, so keep it simple. So build a road, create you. There's no travellers, apparently. Right, scrap you off. Let's start again. Let's start again, okay? So Cork wants to go to Dublin and Waterford. So let's go from Cork to Waterford first. Getting rid of you. Build a road. Add the bus and create. Okay, so from here it wants to go to Dublin and Galway. So we'll create a route from there to there. Via vehicle. Apparently that's the quicker route to do it. What if I throw in Limerick in the middle? Build a road, create you. That connects up another town there. Kilkenny wants to go to Dublin and to Cork. So why don't I create another route that goes Cork, Kilkenny, Dublin. Add a few buses onto that. Build road. Oh, I'm out of money. And create you. And then what are we now missing in terms of connections? Dundalk and Mullingar. So Dundalk, where are you? Oh, okay. Right, okay. So there is a route there that goes back and forth. I'm going to delete that in change for doing this. Create you. And then we have a bus that goes back and forth to Belfast. And what we'll do is go bam, bam, bam. Add a bus. Create you. So there is 0 trains in Ireland right now. 0 trains whatsoever. We can actually upgrade a couple of vehicles as we speak. Or downgrade, depending on how you look at it. So I think we're going to optimize for profitability first. Peterborough's got quite a bit of demand to Birmingham, so why don't we go Peterborough, Nottingham, Norwich. Ooh. And then maybe... Right, there's a trick here to create a journey from Norwich, Peterborough to Birmingham on a nice little train line. So train lines, there we go. Build the rails. I need a quick little million coming in. And create that line. Nice little cheeky line there, boys. And who's not profitable now? Will any of these change profitability? I'm going to delete that line now. We've got a bus route in. How is this line not profitable? I'm not too sure on that one. I'm not too sure. So the train line should help us out right now with transporting a big bulk of passengers to and from Peterborough. Didn't quite complete the goal though, but that's fine. That's fine. Now it wants all cities should prosper. So cities are growing, especially well. Supply the band granting a chance to receive a grant. So what do I do? Oh, what's this? From Newcastle to Sheffield. Wait, that's Leeds. So if I do Leeds to Newcastle to Peterborough. Right, we're going to do a free city hop here. Via a train. That will sort out a lot of demands there. So we do it via Leeds. Fulfill Birmingham demand to Cardiff. We've got a train on there. Can I afford a second train? I can. Manchester demand to Newcastle. Add a additional train on there. So fast forward that for a second to get them moving around. And we should allow all cities to prosper, apparently. I might upgrade you to a bigger vehicle. There we go. And then fast forward now. Let's see what dent this does, but we've got this company going all over the place right now. So Birmingham demand should get pretty close. Manchester demand to Lancaster. Is that the Lancaster bus? We'll add a second one of those in. Help us out slightly. I know some of it does via train anyway. But we're trying to ease the burden. Liverpool. We're going to add a second train on that line. So I don't know if we'll get close, but we'll probably will get close. Not quite. Not quite. So, indirect traffic problem here. To Bangor. To Lancaster. So what's the issue here? Indirect traffic problem, Liverpool to Lancaster. Anybody from Cardiff want to get to Liverpool? Anybody? Where do people in Liverpool want to go? Bangor, Douglas. Lancaster's the big one. Liverpool and Lancaster. We'll get an extra 2 trains on that line. I'm going to get an extra boat as well, by the way. Maybe actually upgrade the boat. And then duplicate the boat. That would be a huge help in the Liverpool indirect problem. Peterborough, the Birmingham line. Now, where's the train that goes from Birmingham to Peterborough to Norwich, back and forth? We'll get a second one of those in. So now it's about just providing capacity on the lines. Peterborough is always going to be under a heavy stress and demand. I might do a separate dedicated line. No, we'll add another train on here. It won't solve my issues, but the All Cities Should Prosper is getting better and better. It was up to 56% then for a second. But maybe we're just going to get All Cities to Prosper right now to kind of tick it off our list. Right, Birmingham demand to Cardiff. Now, the train going back and forth to like Birmingham to Cardiff, we'll have to add a secondary one on this once I see the train appear. There it is. That goes all the way... It does go all the way to Newcastle, though. So I might create a route here from Exeter to Bristol to Cardiff to Birmingham and just do that on a train. So build the rails, create you. That's something a little bit different that should kind of alleviate more pressures. Dover to Norwich. There's a train line here I could also implement as well. So do this on a train. Create you. So that's another route underway. Newcastle's looking busy as well. Oh, Derry to Londonderry. So did we get the planes in going back and forth here? Yeah, we did. So if I upgrade the plane, which is very expensive, and get a secondary plane in, that will alleviate a lot of pressures there. And move more people over. That's probably going to benefit from having a bigger train. That solved that. The Birmingham demand, we're getting closer now. We are getting closer. Oxford. So we don't have a line that goes to... That's Birmingham. Birmingham to Nuke. That doesn't stop at Oxford. Does Paul want to get to Birmingham? Okay, there's a new line here I can add. Paul, Oxford, Birmingham. We'll just do those with a train. Okay, that should cover our backs there. And then we're gonna keep our eyes on the all cities should prosper next as well. So a quick little fast forward then, as the trains do their thing. And where are we at now then? So Manchester demand to Liverpool. Okay, Peterborough demand is to London. We'll add another train on. And vehicle profitability, we can't really upgrade you. It's just got to become profitable. So all cities should prosper is now 55%. I wonder how far that's now going to go. Demand, Peterborough's done. Manchester's done. So all cities is 61% we got on the prosper. Right, we can definitely do this. So Bristol. Birmingham, Cardiff, Bristol. Add 2 more trains on that. Right, Newcastle is to Edinburgh. We'll duplicate a train on that. And a hub in St. David. Okay, that's an interesting place to pull it. And that wants to go to Truro. I could do a shipping route between the two. We'll go for the big boy. Just for a bit of funsies, why not? Why not? And then my all cities should prosper is at 52, 54. It got to 6. I got an extra percent there, guys. It went to 62%. Right, we've got a traffic problem in Peterborough. This is going to... Well, we just have a traffic problem in general, don't we? So let me check all this stuff out right now. Bristol, Peterborough to Bristol. Okay, let's sort this out. And then to Bangor. So if I go from Peterborough to Bristol via a train, I could really now, like, fine-tune it like this. Create you. Peterborough to... I could do Peterborough to Bangor. I could do Liverpool to Bangor on a train. Oh, that's really fine-tuning it to like direct routes. Alright, let's just leave it like that for a second. Edinburgh's got an indirect traffic problem as well. So what we'll do here, we'll do a Glasgow, Edinburgh, Dundee, Aberdeen train line. That should solve some problems. Manchester's got an indirect problem as well. Should we do a direct route from Manchester to Newcastle via a train? But what's its other issues? Nothing really stands out dramatically, apart from the fact that we're not really going to Bangor. So I could do another line from Bangor, Liverpool, Manchester, Sheffield, Hull on a train. And no vehicles left on that manufacturer. We'll change it to this one then. So something a bit different there as well. That instantly solves issues again. Peterborough demands high to go to Nottingham. Nottingham, London, we'll go Peterborough, Nottingham, Manchester. So, Peterborough, Nottingham, Manchester. Alright, that will solve, hopefully, more demands. So 99%. Oh, we didn't have the optimization this time around, did we? So I can't upgrade any of them, so we'll just leave them as it is. So we're now moving 50,000 people in a single year or month or whatever this is. Right. All cities should prosper. This goal is now back. So if I do the indirect issue first, St. David's. Wow, okay. Now at this point, I'm just kind of doing direct routes. But if I go London, Bristol, Cardiff, Swansea, St. David's, all on a train. Build my rails. Fulfill Birmingham demand. It's just about figuring out where they want to go. So is that going to Oxford? I might do a dedicated train here to Oxford. Maybe to London. Yeah, we'll throw London on it. Create you. Newcastle demand. So Peterborough and Leeds. I'm going to add 2 more trains on that. And then what's the other indirect issues? Brighton. We have the Brighton line set up. But is it worth... Maybe... adding a few additional trains to get through those demands. So 60% it's now on all cities should prosper. We need more growth in Bristol and St. David's. Norwich, that's a long journey. Plymouth. Fulfillment to London. Do we have a direct route from Bristol to London? Well, we're about to now. %, 80% all cities should prosper. 100% we've done it. Right, Birmingham demand. What's going on here? To Bristol. Okay, we're going to do a direct route from here to here. Create. Even though that's about to end anyway. So we had all cities prosper, which is amazing. Let me see if we get it for the second time, but there's a few things that we're kind of losing out on. So let's fast forward. So we've had a couple of journeys now happen. So Peterborough, where are we looking? We've got a lot more places right now. It's now a level 13. Peterborough is now my biggest... How is that? How has Peterborough taken over? Alright, Cork is a wild one, isn't it? Right, let's start with Manchester. So any demands that stick out? Bristol. So a route from there to there. Peterborough, anything new that stands out? Not at the minute. I'm trying to select Birmingham. There we go. Birmingham's now got Cork. So that will have to be planes, obviously. And we'll go with you because of your capacity. Right, now I'm just building random stuff. I feel like I'm just building random stuff at this point. So cities should prosper. Derry, Londonderry, Canterbury, St. David's. Canterbury. London and Dover. Second train. Derry, Londonderry to Birmingham. Oh, and to here as well. That's quite an easy one to go from there to there. This is all vehicles here, which is, again, probably the wrong thing to do. Had to build a hub as well. Now, from Londonderry to Birmingham. Create you. Let's go. So all cities should prosper still. Furso over here. wants to go to St. David's, which that's what the boat's for. Do I add a second boat? Increase the frequency. And my prosper is now slightly dropped. Oh, they want all Irish towns to now prosper. So I think we can kind of confirm that we've done the UK. But can we transport 80,000 people? Last month was 62,000. Right. Right. So Bangor is a new one there for Peterborough. It's just all about trying to maximize the train lines at this point, isn't it? It really is. Newcastle, Carlisle. Dedicated routes. I think it's now just about creating dedicated routes. I think Ireland really needs a transportation network. So if I went Dublin, there, on a train line, build the rails. If I went then Dublin, Kilkenny, Waterford, train line, build the rails. And I went then Waterford, Cork, Tralee, build the rails. If I went then Tralee, Limerick, Galway, build the rails. This will now make me transport a lot of people because of the rail network. So Galway, Mullingar, Dublin, build the rails, create, and then Galway, Silgo, Londonderry, and then train line, build the rails. We'll do Londonderry, Belfast. So it's only a short one. I need these. Build the rails. That alone would enable me to transport a lot of people. But I just want to kind of switch a few things up. Although we might be okay. That's now 65. Wow. Right. We got 68,000 on that one. 68,000. That should dramatically change stuff. So I've got to apply the same logic elsewhere as well. So if I do a train line there. Where else would be beneficial right now? Lancaster to Bangor. So if I went from St. David's to Bangor, Liverpool to Lancaster on a train. That could be an interesting route. Peterborough's got even more demand right now. He wants to go to Exeter. But we've got a lot of demand for Hull first. How has Peterborough become my major city? I will still never understand this. Right, how's Birmingham doing these days? Dublin. Wow, okay, we need a lot of planes to Dublin. And that costs quite a bit of cash, so duplicate you. Oh, that should now transport a lot of people with the planes. You know, it is what it is. But they're mainly also wanting to go to Cork as well. So the planes going back and forth to Cork. That's Birmingham to Cork. They're a lot more money. That should put a slight dent into it as well. Right, how much did we get on the previous month? 73,000. Right, we're getting somewhere. Right, direct route from Birmingham to Newcastle. Expensive train. Direct route from London to Liverpool. Expensive train. London, sorry, not London, sorry, Birmingham I'm talking about. Let's see how we get on. So, Newcastle demand is definitely increased to Peterborough. I'm sure we added... I'm not sure. Right, duplicate them. Right, we're trying to get this transit number up to 80,000. That's my goal right now. It's 73, 74, 75, 76, 77. Oh, we've done it! We got 80! We got 80, but my thing now is 160,000. There is no way I'm doing that. There is literally no way I'm doing that unless I can really bulk up the numbers. So they want to go from Birmingham to Peterborough. There we go. That would dramatically change numbers. But I think I'm at my limit. I think I'm going to be at my capacity, my limit. Not really much I can kind of do right now. And also we might need to take a look at doing more shipping routes. Like add a city here. So Dublin to Bangor. Via boats, more importantly. Waterford to St. David's. Via boats. We'll do... Oh, where else would I do it? I could go Londonderry to Glasgow via shipping. Belfast to Glasgow via shipping. That in itself is an interesting route. It really is, but where does that put us now then? Does it put us over 80,000? It does put us up to 80... was that 86,000? 87,000 on that previous one. I don't think the demo, now I'm thinking about it, I don't think the demo allows us to expand into Europe, which will be a shame if it doesn't. It will be a shame, boys. But I'm just looking around right now. Everybody wants to go to Peterborough at this point, don't they? I've got to be careful about that. I've got to be careful. But, yeah, I think we might have to end it for now. So, let me know what you guys think. Should we come back with another episode, or shall we now fully wait for the demo to be over and the full game to be released? Because I think we're now capped at what we can do in the UK. And it's just now a case of fine-tuning the UK as much as we can. And we don't really have the ability right now to expand outside of the UK and Ireland. I think we might have done as much as we can in this area. I feel like I'm just repeating the same stuff. But also, I've got to keep upgrading the cities as well. If I can keep upgrading these cities, it will allow me then to progress and make them bigger, which then in return makes me then carry more passengers. It's a never-ending cycle. But I like the fact that we got the train line in Ireland anyway. That's worked out fairly well for us. Fairly well. But there we go. I think I might have completed my transportation company in the United Kingdom. If you guys did enjoy this, please smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you are new so you get notified when more episodes in the future may come out. We might come back when the game fully releases. But until next time, I'll see you all soon. So goodbye.